Morning everybody, back up at Brown's Camp again, testing out the gears that we put in the transfer case and the transmission we put into the Trash Panda. We're getting ready to run Saddle Up Trail. We don't run it very often because there used to be a really sketchy downhill part on it, but the last time we ran it in the other direction we noticed that they built a bypass. So we'll run it this direction, and when we get there, I'll show you guys what used to be really hard, but now there's a bypass around it. Right there at that drop-in, it's probably 3 foot or so stairs to drop down in, and then as you go down the hill a little further, it's full of rocks and drop-ins. And then there's also a section down there where you got to make a turn, and with this short wheelbase, turning downhill isn't great, so I'm not going to run that. I'd run that with other people with us, but we're out by ourselves today, so I'm not going to run it. We'll take the bypass now that goes up and around and does some switchbacks and comes out at the easy section. You see a little bit more of it right there as it comes down, and then there's a huge stump right there with a rock before it. You can see in some of my earlier videos, because that bypass wasn't here way back, I think something about me and Austin and a Cherokee wheeling at Brown's Camp. Anyways, that video has Austin and I both having issues right there with that stump and that rock setup. I think we were both on 33s at the time. Austin had a Cherokee. Might have been the only trip he took up in that Cherokee before he got rid of it. You get to this point in Saddle Up, and there's a rock garden slash gatekeeper, because there's a small trail and then more rocks on the other side. Quad bypass. We've tried to fit through there a long time ago, back when we were on like 31s. Can't fit. Or the trail that goes down that way, which just pops out onto the road. Man, I'm tempted to try that. I've been that before. Here's my public service announcement. Know your limits. I'm 90% sure I can make that, but since we're out here wheeling by ourselves, I am not going to risk it. I really don't want to be winching across there with a broken axle or anything like that and have to spend the day hiking back down to camp to get the truck and have to bring that up here, and it could just be an ugly mess. So since we're wheeling alone, which of course isn't recommended, we will not do anything terribly difficult, and we'll just keep on enjoying the day. So know your limits, guys. Just because you got big tires don't mean you can run everything over. Here's that section of Saddle Up where if you take that gatekeeper, this is the exit there. It's more rocks and such. That bypass there is, again, it's quad sized. You can't really, I think I've seen a stock Samurai buzz through there before. But other than that, you got to take more rocks. That's why they're called gatekeepers, so that they keep you out of there. This section of that trail is actually rated double diamond extreme. So, but you drop out of there or further up the road like we did, and you come up to, back up to tell you, I think that's Dogleg. All these switchbacks here at the end of Dogleg Trail, kind of why it got its name. Uh-oh. Okay, we got it. Drive, there we go. There's one back there at the very bottom, the very first one, or the last one, depending on which way you're coming into this trail, that they've unfortunately put a bypass around. But it was crooked like a dog's hind leg. It was bad. So, I don't know if the side-by-sides or the longer wheelbase LJ Jeeps, that kind of stuff, the JKs have done it, but it's got a bypass around it now. So that's the little bypass area that's been put in because of that turn that people weren't able to make. I might not. We might have to do a 3-point turn ourselves. We'll check it out. even us with our 90-inch wheelbase had to do a 3-point turn. And so that's why somebody decided it'd be a good idea to put that bypass in. Honestly, I hope somebody puts a rock there or something, because it's not that big a deal to make a 3-point turn. In case anybody's wondering, Memorial Day weekend, Airplane Hill still closed. So since Airplane Hill is closed and we're out enjoying the weekend anyway, we're gonna hike it. We're gonna go up there and check it out and see what it's like. If we can make it through the gatekeeper. After you climb quite a steep hill climb, you come to the base of this thing. Holy mackerel. What are those, cinder barricades? Concrete barricades in there too? Rocks. Holy mackerel. This is definitely for the extreme. It looks like there's a little trail that goes that way. We're gonna walk that trail and see if it connects up at the top. We can look down. Looks like that bypass does go all the way around all that rocky stuff, that big climb. And then trail keeps on going. Well, we made it to the top and to the other gate and gatekeeper. And there's the road right there. So now we'll probably turn around and walk back down to the truck after a quick break. Back in the rig, we stopped and had a little lunch, and the fog has really rolled in on this side of the mountain. Now before the gears got put in, this was a full speed, jam it, hope for the best kind of hill. Now we're going to run it at about half throttle and see if we can make it. Oh yeah, that's a huge difference. Above the rut, we'll be fine. Now we fell in. I think we're okay though. This is the triple diamond part of 7-Up. Oh, I hope I can back up. Yeah, I don't want to do this. Yeah, that hill led to the triple diamond super hard part of 7-Up that there was no way I was going down. So we'll turn around, we'll go back up that hill we just came and go back down past those guys on the quads and head down that other side of the trail.